Yeah, have you heard from Julianne or Amanda? You heard from Julianne? All righty. Good morning. This is the Kingsburg Downtown Business Improvement District Advisory Board regular meeting agenda. Today is Tuesday, November 4th, 2025. Our start time is like 8:01. Believe all board members are here aside from Julianne Williams. So we're going to call this to order. First item today is to approve the agenda to better accommodate members of the public or inconvenience in the order of presentation. Items on the agenda may not be presented or acted upon in the order listed. Additions to agenda may be added only pursuant to California Government Code Section 54954.BB. Next item, presentations or informational reports. I believe we have any on for today. Oh, sorry. All right. I'm gonna drink a coffee.
So moved.
Second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Michelle Buckner. Thank you for approving the agenda. Presentations and informational reports. Do we have any today? None. So we are going to move on to public comment. Public comment provides an opportunity for the members of the public to address the board on items of interest to the public within the board's jurisdiction and which are not already on the agenda this morning. It is the policy of the board not to answer questions impromptu. Speakers must limit their comments to not more than 3 minutes. For items which are on the agenda this morning, members of the public will be provided an opportunity to address the board as each item is brought up for discussions. Do we have any public comment at this time? Okay. We can round back. All right. Hearing no public comment, we will move on to our regular calendar. First item on the regular calendar this morning is to approve the minutes from the 10/7/25 meeting, and 9/2/25 was canceled due to a lack of business. And the 10/7 minutes are presented by City Clerk Abigail Palsgard. Read over those.
I make a motion to approve the minutes as submitted.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Okay, we have multiple seconds. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Moving on. Calendar now, item number 2, Swedish phone booth, sponsor member Kyle. Recommendation, possible action.
Good morning, everyone. I was presented with a really unique opportunity, and I would like to bring up Cindy Regier to talk about a Swedish phone booth. Good morning. Do I have to state my name? Cindy Regier. Okay, I have a handout I was going to give everyone. So Greg and I were having coffee at Bella one day, and we were talking about some different ideas for town and how we can just make our Swedishness more Swedish and more authentic. And Greg had this great idea, and he's very handy. So we decided we'd come here, and we don't even know, is this something you guys would do? I would assume maybe it would be, but let me do my little spiel here. Kingsburg is known and celebrated as a Swedish village, yet much of our Swedish identity is expressed through murals, colors, and annual festivals. The addition of an authentic Swedish telephone, TELEFON booth, named King, K-U-N-G, that's King in Swedish, would offer our community and visitors a new, interactive, and memorable way to experience the heritage every day of the year. This booth, we think, would be placed in our downtown district and designed in a traditional Swedish architectural style, which you guys have a picture of. Bright, charming, and unmistakably Scandinavian. When visitors step up and pick up the receiver, if you look at that picture, there's somebody standing inside of it, so you can step inside of it. They will hear a warm, pre-recorded welcome message spoken in Swedish. The message can be easily updated to reflect our season, upcoming events, festivals, themes, bringing life, joy, and fun to the area in a way that encourages return visits. This is not just a visual attraction, it's an experience, a small but meaningful touch point that promotes cultural appreciation, tourism, and local pride. It becomes a photo stop, a story people tell, and a charming part of Kingsburg's identity. That's how we think. The budget, so we're guessing right now at the budget because we don't have all numbers in. Roofing, we're guessing close to 900 for the cute scale up to 10 roof. That would be an order item. The finial, we don't have a price on because that is a specialty item, but we do have a place to order that from. The wood framing, 600. The decals, we've already talked to Rod. He said 500 or less for those. The metal framework, I was going to go to S&S. I just haven't had a chance because it's wedding season. So our projected total would be 5,000 or less is what we're thinking. We have not included the telephone. We're still searching that down. I know right now, and Leslie would know this, in the wedding world, there's this fun telephone that people bring to the wedding. You pick it up, you hear a little recorded thing, you leave a message for the couple, and then they download it into their phone. So something along those lines, and maybe something that could be interactive that people could, put into their phone. I don't know. We're working on that still. So it's a modest investment that brings a lasting, authentic, and interactive piece of Swedish culture to our community. It strengthens our brand and enhances the visitor's experience downtown. The telephone booth King is a small project with a big visual and a cultural impact. We would respectfully love your support or send us in a direction that would be helpful. Questions?
Do we need electrical?
I love this. This is so cute.
Yes, that's cute.
It seems very fitting to downtown Kingsburg. I can't picture this anywhere else.
Right.
What's the turnaround time in
Do you
something like
have
this?
and do you have
An idea where
a
to put it?
location spot?
We did not have a location idea. We threw a few ideas out, but nothing solid. Turnaround time, well, that will depend on Greg and S&S. That's who does our metal. Oh, sorry, Greg can't hear us. What is the turnaround time for it, do you think?
Would be up mostly to S&S.
Yeah.
The metal fabrication part.
I didn't see it as illustrated.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
gave him the handout.
It's very cute. I like it.
How big is it? How big do you think it is?
One person standing there or two?
It's probably a little over 4x4, maybe.
Something out here would be good, like by the city
And the
hall.
height could be determined, correct?
Right. You want it tall enough to stand.
We would probably have to speak with Public Works
Yes, for
City
sure.
Council.
I would
If we're-
assume.
Is it a
maybe.
permanent, would it be a permanent installment?
Get a permit for that. Get that all cleared.
Oh, yeah.
What's our next step?
I would say that probably just one, they need to do a little more homework. We
Yep.
need to find out about electrical and S&S's timeframe. Dial in like closer budget, or if we need to go over, and then go to city to see if it's something they would allow us to put downtown, and we need to come up with a couple of spots. I mean, where have you guys thought, I mean, this board, where would you guys think it would go if we chose to endorse that?
Yeah,
What were your thoughts?
Yeah, did you guys have proposals?
We didn't have anything specific. We even thought if it was difficult to put on Draper, we could put on one of the side streets. I mean, there's a lot of cute stuff on their side streets too. And we always are looking for ways to draw traffic to the things that are on our side streets, so.
City Hall seems like a good point, in my opinion, because it's well employed. So there's people out there all the time versus maybe a business that doesn't have eyes on it. You know, that's a corner that's popular. There's already some historical landmarks right there. Seems like or somewhere closer to June, somewhere centrally located in the corridor.
You think the park is too far? The memorial, somewhere on the corner? If it's a memorial park, it's out of our district.
Not Memorial. I'm sorry.
Coffee pot.
That's what I meant. I meant Coffee Pot.
Okay.
Yeah, like on that.
I'm afraid it'll get lost in Coffee Pot Park.
I
You know,
agree.
Yeah, that,
I mean, you know, there's so much going on there now with the kids' activities or the swings and that type of stuff, and you know, it would get lost. I'd still love to see us someday take this, take the three intersections at the alleys and make crosswalks there at the alleys, and then do on those bulb outs, circles in front of yours, you know, the kind of boxes. Look into doing like maybe some more of those. Now we're talking a lot more money, but anyway.
Or like the pedestrian walkway by Magash where the Santa Hut is, but it's not there anymore. That's not the location anymore. But
Right.
that somewhere like that, where there's a large,
Yeah, but not
wider.
back in there, I don't think.
you
I
know,
think
something
this would be
Draper
something that has to be-
facing, yeah.
You know,
For maximum.
What is it, the guard
foot traffic.
stand?
Yeah.
That they put
Yes.
up by Gold Standard at the Swedish Festival.
Mhm.
That's always, it's the reason I asked the height, because of the tallness of it and all that, it gets your attention, and this
exactly.
could basically do the same thing.
By the clock, isn't there
You
a clock
know.
right there?
Yeah, there's a clock right there, but they put that there temporarily every year, and it always gets my attention because the color, it's tall, you know, and we don't want this to fade away. We want it to be, you know,
Stand out.
I think we need to look at locations. I wonder what it would be. $10,000, we might be able to do two of them, one on one end and one on the other.
What I'm thinking too.
Love it.
So basically, as a board, we're nodding that we like the idea
Yes.
and suggesting to come back with even
More
more.
information.
Yeah. So if you
Literally
do some-
happened over coffee 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Oh, good idea.
Then we were like, let's just throw it before.
He's a good
So here
brother.
we are. What's
Yeah,
that?
He's a good brother.
He is. He is.
The
We've
other
been
thing,
friends a very long
Yeah.
time.
the other thing is who's going to maintain this? Because
Right.
you know, who's going to? I mean, I love the fact that it says, you know, you said we can advertise our promote our events, but you know, when you called a phone number the other day and it says, you know, Swedish Festival is happening in 1 month. You know, well, no, we're in August. It's not happening in 1 month. You know,
Can't
somebody
imagine where
has
you
to
called.
update this stuff. Just like websites, just
Yes.
like all that
Yeah.
has to be maintained. And that's not only an ongoing cost, that's an ongoing effort, labor by somebody that needs to make sure that gets done.
Every what needs a who. That's my favorite saying in my business. So, yeah, understood. I don't think the power part of it, I don't know that that's going to really be a big thing. I mean, yes, we're going to need power, and yes, we have issues with power on Draper, but it's not going to be a lot of power. So,
I think some uplighting with some LED lights, which don't, my understanding, don't take a lot of power, LED lights, but some
Right.
uplighting on that can make it really stand out.
Okay. So as a board, should we make a motion to like begin to partner with them to do some investigation, or just let them do this? And Okay, so you
It's a
guys
nod.
do some homework, we'll ask some questions
I
and.
like it.
Okay.
And you can communicate to us through Abigail,
Yep.
and then she can email us, and then
Okay.
we can go back and forth like that. That way it's all there, we all know what's going on. And also too, if there's questions that maybe one of us can't get to, the other one can, and we all know what's in the loop. And, yeah, I'm gonna just say, we have funds that we need to make some use with, and I kind of like the idea of 2 locations. I think it'd be really cool.
Great.
So broaden your scope just a smidge.
So you guys are end to end on Draper and 1 block each way?
We are
Give or take?
we're from the railroad tracks
Okay.
to to Sierra Street down there, and
Yep.
then back this way and back and that way. Abigail can get you. Yeah, there's a map
I
right
can take
there.
a picture if you want.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
But
And-
local, and then like where they would get the most use, like partnering with Chamber, they get the most use in like festivals too.
Right.
I can see prom kids going to do it, and
That's what I
formal
said.
kids, and bride and grooms going, and I mean, it would be a big photo op thing.
Yep, for sure. Okay, and you're having a meeting next month we're expected to be at?
That'd be great.
Would that
If
be good?
if we've
With
got
more information?
answers, if we've got answers and plans, let's do it. Let's move on it. I'd love to get
Okay,
something in going. Thank you.
all right, you're welcome.
Awesome.
Can I take?
Right. Cindy, will be December 2nd. Okay. Nope, thank you. Thanks, Craig. All right. So item number 3, district improvements, sponsor chair, me, Chair Carpenter. So that brings us to the phone booth. So I had briefly discussed last meeting about us, putting into capital improvements, improving the shields downtown. And that was just a discussion. And then I was informed by a couple different ways that there's already kind of a plan in motion to do that. And so I'm going to say that we step back from that project and possibly partner with these folks to do that. I think that and so I kind of, like anyone who I've had a conversation with, that I said, hey, I was told by Swedish Festival Committee that they have this in the works and they're talking to the high school and yada, yada, yada. I said, okay, bring to me something else within the district that we can do. And there you go. You ask, God provides, right there. So I'm going to kind of step back from the Shield project right now. And maybe we're going to go into this adventure a little bit and see what we can do. And then as a board, if there's something else downtown that you think we could do for our businesses, our professional aspect, if there's some other capital improvement or investment that you'd like us to make, because we do have quite a bit of our budget left for this year, and then we're going to be starting business licenses over. And so I'd like to really make an impact like we did last year with trash cans. So that is my report on district improvements. Thoughts, questions?
Madam Chairman,
Yeah.
I'm going back to the minutes, October 7th minutes. I don't understand one thing, and I was not here. Maybe that's why I don't understand it. Down on holiday kickoff, split the cost of a digital sign for the trolley, which sounds like an expense to the district, even though it's split. Could you explain that to me, since I was not here?
I don't know if the chamber has done anything to look into the investment, but it's on the trolley, and there's a digital sign that slides in there, and it has
Like next stop, kind
Next
of,
stop.
one of those kind of a sign.
and also it's like if the trolley, like if we were to put the trolley on every other Friday or something like that, that would be like, it will say sponsored by Downtown District, or it'll say ride the trolley for free, or it'll have like
was a-
Crayfish Festival.
Yeah, I saw it on
things
there.
like that.
It's a.
Is it on there?
Mm-hmm.
You already
Yeah.
bought it? Okay. Did I know we actually bought it?
The chamber, they were talking about having something like mounted that had the chamber symbol and the bid symbol.
Right.
That, I don't know about that, but it was like
So this is a screen board?
It's like this. It's like this in the window on the top, and then you can change what it says. So when it's like riding around, you can read a
Okay.
little message.
So do
Okay.
we own that?
Yeah, and it said 3 trolley rides, because people don't know.
Uh-huh.
Sponsored by the Bay.
Okay, so we're not splitting, are we splitting that with the?
What was the cost of it? I think we can afford that.
I think we could swing it. Right.
Temporary.
It's blue. Probably. Yeah, I know they got it all picked up in Public Works before the holiday kickoff so that people could know the trolley was free and it was sponsored by the Bay.
Permanent. So if somebody rents the trolley, they don't use that?
Picture-ish. Not easy to tell because it's a video, but it's just this little
Oh, the little
suction
one.
cup,
Mhm.
this long, this,
Yeah.
you know.
But they were, we had discussed too about advertising on the back, like a slide-in thing, but we can't mount permanent because we don't own it. Yeah. But we can do rivets and corrugated if we wanted to do something like that in the future. Okay. Very good. Answered?
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome. No problem. All right. Moving on to item number 4, dollars discussion. Sponsor, Economic Developer Director Jolene Poliak, recommended possible action. Well, we are moving in. We've, Penny made a flyer, and I saw some of those downtown. When we were decorating the creamery last night, I saw some, and it's a QR code. And then there was also a flyer sent out to all the folks in our district telling them how to sign up with Yifty to accept dollars. Did you get an email from Abigail? I'm sure you did. Yep.
No.
Oh, you didn't send an email yet? Okay. So here you go. So we can send this out in an email. And I'm already signed up. Super easy for folks in our district to sign up with Gifty to be a vendor. And then dollars are now an electronic transaction. You don't get a piece of paper anymore. And you give them as gifts, and they're just dollar for dollar transaction. The business does have to pay the credit card fee, right? Don't we lose a percentage? Yeah. So if you accept it, you're going to pay a little bit of a percentage, just like if you accept a credit card. We're going to try to push these out in the fourth corner, try to get some involvement. We had one entity that came to the city to ask if they wanted to buy several $1,000s into that. So if that was out there floating around, we thought maybe we would just double down on it for one more year. Jolene renewed our what is it called? Our credentials.
You go to the website and it's actually Yifty, which is the sponsor, but it looks like dollars. So that's how we do it. So we have to renew that, and it's really minuscule. It's like $20 or something. It didn't matter. It's just I was saying, hey, do we want to do this anyway? Because we weren't really advertising it or anything, and it was brought up because of the COVID and these the merchants were freaking out over, how are we going to get? So this was a way to, keep the economy going a little bit during COVID. And then after that, that was our function. And so it kind of died away, although people still occasionally do both buy them and cash them in. So it's not completely dead, but yeah, it hasn't really been tended to. Oh, yeah. So I looked last night. This is like 594 impressions on dollars.com within the last 30 days. So, I mean, it's definitely going, but only one gift was purchased. And then in the last 12 months, $589. So that's with zero advertising for years now.
Right. And you think you still have some stuff in your mailbox we talked about?
It's possible. I haven't been
Yeah.
there yet.
Okay, alrighty. So if you didn't receive these little flyers or these small, and you want them in your store, there are those to grab, and then, we can print more, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, we can print more. Oh,
So they're
Oh, I didn't
clings,
get
the
one.
window clings.
okay.
Yeah, I still
I'll
have
come find
those.
some.
Yeah.
I could put it
Yeah.
back.
And I've noticed some of them, when I'm walking Draper, I can see some of them are kind of need to be refreshed. But I know they're here somewhere. They were in my box and then they weren't, so I'm not sure where they are now. I'm not sure where they are right now, but I'm sure they're around somewhere.
Did they give those to you, or did we have Rod print those?
We had Rod print those.
Okay.
Are those
And
the
then-
stickers that you?
The window clings.
And then what would
Uh-huh.
happen is somebody would want to take one and then they wouldn't actually activate their merchant account. So then I said, you don't get it until your merchant account is activated, which is kind of an interesting nuance that happens.
This gonna work as it did before?
Mhm.
Nothing's changed.
Nothing has changed.
We changed the
Oh, yeah. And those types of changes are super, super easy. But there was a sponsor last time that paid the fee. So when I go in to buy one, there was a fee, like if you do any other convenience fee, online purchasing. There was a local sponsor who paid for, I think, several $1,000s worth of the fees, so that it was more of a incentive for people to buy the dollars. And you can promote them, like into school for a teacher's gift, because you don't know what the teacher wants, and then they have to pay for it. And we do have some merchants that are not in the bid, and I can take those off. The only one that really sees any action, and it's very seldom, is Ace. But everybody else is pretty much in the bid.
Yeah, when you go on, you cite search Kingsburg, and it'll bring up the whole, as a consumer, it brings up the whole list of everyone that accepts it. Super easy.
Super easy.
Yeah.
I experienced, because I bought
Oh,
several just to use here in town, was that those merchants that were involved and had signed up, but a lot of times their employees didn't, would, what in the hell is this, type of attitude, so that's something that we need to, I think help with. Hey, this is just like a credit card. This is just,
Manual entry.
but they didn't understand and didn't know, type of thing. A lot of your, single operations and you realize that, but if you have employees, every employee needs to know when they get one of these, this is, somebody give you your phone with it on, that, that would be, and the owner communicating that to the employees is important.
I'd just like to say that when I made these, this is one that merchants can give to customers, why to buy them and how to buy them. Just have
Okay.
to do the QR code.
Cool.
This one was why the merchant would want to do it.
Yeah.
And how to sign up, click the QR code. And this third thing that I gave is once you become a merchant with it, this is part of your downloadable packet. And again, it talks in here as to who buys the cards, how do you process them, the fees involved. So I agree. I think there needs to be some education as to how to process that. And I also just want to do a public thank you to Carla and Jeremy Dignan, who helped me Friday as I was trying to get ready for a fashion show. At the last minute, get these out to as many merchants as we could.
It was really a cool thing when we had it. It really worked well. But again, that function is no longer, necessary. But now it just seems like it it would make a lot of sense for the bid to promote it and be one more thing that you guys can say that you've done.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Moving on to item number 5, website update. Ms. Carrasco, how are you?
Good. How are you guys? Here are some Google Analytics. I know you're wanting to see some numbers, so. This is year to date and the last 30 days. I pulled it yesterday, so it's current. So you can see our last 30 days. I'm sorry, I don't have one for the screen. I'll do that next time. We've had 7.2 clicks in the last 30 days, ending yesterday, actually 28 days. 1.1 thousand active users.
I'll let you.
I'll give you one short. And then for the year to date, 74,000 clicks and active users, 8.8 thousand. Majority are United States. Of course, there are some outliers. We actually have some action in Sweden, so. You can see on the right-hand column, active users by source, and you'll see Google is the largest driver to the website. Direct, where they're typing in specifically kingsburgdowntown.com, that accounted for 1,600 active users, and a little bit from Instagram, Bing, Yahoo, a couple from Facebook, and DuckDuckGo. On the left side top pages, you can see where people are visiting. So they're starting with the welcome page, of course. Then the next most active page is going to be the merchant directory, a little bit about where to park. People are very interested in where to park downtown. Our events page, which we have a perpetual events page, so it's not going to give you like an active calendar. And then there's a welcome page that got some clicks. Our top hits business-wise was the bakery and Sven's Boutique. And then I'm not sure it's on here, but the number one search item was bakery for the website. So that might give you a little insight as to what's been happening in the last 30 days in the last year. I watched last month's meeting, so I wasn't here, but I saw you just wanted, Leslie mostly wanted to just kind of see where we're at and what's the activity and decide if we see the value in it.
Yeah, if it's just translating into revenue for our folks in the district.
I know that's the hardest part. It's not really a revenue type website. It's zero revenue because we're not selling anything on there. But is it
but I just want to make
translating
sure
to
that people are clicking in.
Right.
You know, like if we have 7 people clicking in a month,
Not
that's
worth it.
not money well spent. You know, I mean, like you would, that if you had a web page that wasn't, you were paying a lot of money for it, but 3
Right.
people were looking at it a month, you as a businesswoman would be like, bye-bye.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. I just want to make sure that we are being good stewards with our district's money. So this helps a lot.
Yeah,
I
I
wish
think
our
it's good.
engagement was a little bit longer than 56 seconds. How can we improve that?
Yeah, it's a good question. If we can get people to watch the legacy video itself is quite long. So maybe we continue. I remember in the past it was the video was on YouTube too. Do you remember, did they stay on the website to watch the video, or does it take them to YouTube?
It stays on the website.
Okay, so that's the way you want it.
Can we add $$ link on here?
That's a good
So that
idea.
people could buy, if we're going to do it, and go in on it.
So that was going to be my, if you want to continue with the website, to maybe possibly form a subcommittee to assist with the website update. It's a pretty large, like extensive, time-consuming task. I like to do the directory, so I can continue that part. If we want to have like a volunteer to work on the beautification of the website, like updating photos. If the person who wants to volunteer wants to gather them, I can still be the liaison with 5 Creative and send them the photos, but we have to literally say, please put this photo in this spot. So if somebody wants to be in charge of, if we want to call it beautification or something like that, photos. If somebody wants to help pretty up the website with current photos. Quinn has a nice collective of photography, so maybe we can reach out to him and pull from that. But if I could get some help with that part of it, I'll work on updating the directory part. So maybe a third person to help with new pages, which would be like the dollars would be. I know in the past we talked about essentially a brag page to talk about what the bid has done over the past few years. So that would be a new addition. New pages would cost us. We can get a quote if you'd like, but I could see that adding, if there's a little bit more content on the website, maybe people will stay on it a little longer.
I know what the average engagement on a website similar to ours is. I would be
No idea.
question.
I don't have any websites that don't have like a e-commerce site to it.
So is there like a high school class or something where a teacher might want to adopt a little bit of this with our, I mean, obviously they'd have to come get our approval and all that, but I mean, I don't know. I was just thinking of a way where kids can still learn, they can be a part, but we would need someone to adopt us.
Your intern do this? Yeah.
Continuation school, a lot of people don't know, but they have a whole graphic design department, and they do printing and all kinds of things. So I would go over and talk to them maybe and see if you can get a couple of students that would jump on. They're really great to work with. We've worked with them for several years now. So
I think that is a really good idea. So, but we have the graphics done. We have like the media kit, all of that. We just need somebody to physically say, let's swap out these photos. Can we get this business doesn't have any photos at all? Can we get them some photos? It's more photography than graphic design, but I'm open to any help from anybody. So I think that's what we're lacking right now is an updated feel to it. And there isn't a whole lot of changes that need to be done with the exception of photography, in my opinion. But if you guys want to look at it and maybe next month we say this is what we want to change, that's what I don't want to be the one person deciding all the changes on the website.
No, I mean, the other thing too is like kids, they know what to, I mean, I'll make like a little thing on Canva. My kids look at it and they're like, no, like that is an awful font or whatever. So I think the other thing too is kids really, at least I guess, I'm a little bit in the generation where my eye is very different. They seem to be more intuitive on how to make things look good in social media.
So we pay
that's
that
what
firm
I'm
right
saying,
now to do all of that. So our creative company that we do, they update, they've created all of that part. So I wouldn't probably change like the graphics of it. I would just update the pictures.
But what
behind the graphics.
that's fine. Like, I'm just saying, like, in terms of what do we need for more engagement? So like younger kids know a little bit more than we do about that. And again, I could be wrong. I'm just that out of touch, but I think it'd be fun. Like if we could build that kind of a partnership, and I'd be happy to go talk to somebody at the high school or whatever, if there is interest. If not, it's okay. It was just a little idea that I had, like, wow, that's a great way to get a kid involved and passionate about something.
Okay.
So,
Like a technology partnership.
yeah.
So Amanda, so we're going to form a subcommittee. You're going to be the liaison with 5.
I'll continue that relationship, and I can work on the website, the directory update immediately. It's not going to look different to anyone else until you click into each of those individual businesses. So if somebody would like to help with the beautification update, let me know. That'd be great. And then if you want to have other people help with that too, but I need like a board member to say, yes, I'll help you with the website. Would anybody like to do that?
Be a second set of eyes.
Thank you.
For sure.
Appreciate
I mean,
it.
I guess you just have to let me know what you need.
Okay, go on to the website and decide what photos you want to use wherever they are, and that, I think that will really freshen. I change mine like every 2 days. Like, I'm always putting different photos on there because then it looks fresh. It doesn't look like the same thing every time you visit the website. So I think that's what we need. The ones that are currently on there, the homepage, especially events, directory, all of those are about a year old. I want to say last November was the last time we changed the photos. So just even look on Instagram and say, hey, Quinn, this photo is really cool. Could we use it on the website? And then we'll go from there.
Do you change your actual photos on the website
My personal
daily?
to every 2 days. Yeah. Like the
And
front of the
can
website is
everybody do
constantly
that?
changing.
You're talking about your personal business.
Yeah, I'm just saying no, not on the downtown page.
Okay.
Yeah, but anybody can update their photos when we're gonna send out this Google form, and there's an attachment for photos. So if you have new pictures you want to use, attach them there. And then your personal directory on the downtown website will be new. Yeah, it'll be refreshed.
Okay, so Amanda's gonna lead. Julianne's gonna help her. We're gonna investigate into some. Does your intern do any of that? So we could maybe lean into that too if we don't find some teenagers at the continuation to help out. See what we could do.
Sounds great.
Okay, that'd be great for you to help.
Yeah, any help
Your
would
next
be
scholarship kid
welcome.
there. Yeah,
Seriously.
yeah.
Sure.
Okay, thank you, Amanda.
Thanks.
Thank you, thank you. Okay, future, I'm gonna go back to, don't lose it, Les, we were just talking about one other thing. Oh, Christmas trees downtown. It's not on our calendar, but we're gonna talk about it. I walked downtown with, Public Works yesterday, and we mapped out where all the trees are going. And, there's only one corner that we have to have electricity put to, and then Kingsburg Media Foundation is putting in boxes in 4 corners. I contacted Kingsburg Media Foundation and reminded them that that needed to be done, and that Public Works is going to get trees in on November 13th and 14th. Was kind of hoping I could give the most help if we could do it on. If we could do trees downtown on Saturday, the 15th, or Sunday, the 16th. That way, if it was Sunday, none of us would have to miss time in our businesses to do so. All the trees are in, all the ribbon is in, all the netting is in. I have us prepped and ready to go. And if I have a spare minute, I will make bows for the tops of the trees. I'll make 36 bows. That's not that big of a deal. To get that going, and then we can work in. Do we have folks that are willing to come out that day and help us?
I already have it on my calendar, so yep, I'll be
Okay,
there.
alrighty.
13th, 14th.
Well, we'll do it the Saturday, the 15th, or
I could do Sunday.
or the Sunday, the 16th. The
Yeah.
Sunday would be great.
I can do Sunday.
I can do something.
That
We
way,
do like our corners, or we can divide them up or whatever. Okay.
yeah. So Sunday, the 16th? Okay. So 1, 2. No, you're staying home. 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah.
Do you have a time?
What time you guys want to do it? What time you want to meet?
Early.
Like after church.
Oh, okay.
10?
Whatever.
10? 10 a.m. We'll meet, City Hall Square. We'll divide out.
Just I had a note from last year that we wrote was the trees were not, we said maybe we should mark the trees because they installed the same heights on the same corner instead of the 3 varying heights.
We talked about that yesterday.
Awesome. Okay.
Yeah. And there were a couple of corners, they weren't sure. They were like, well, this is gonna be tight to get in here because of this landscaping. I said, if you can only get 2 in this corner, that's fine. Whatever, we will, but.
So they're different heights.
Different heights, and there's.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're coming to pick up the new trees from me this week, I guess. I don't know. So I'm gonna go out to Public Works also after they get them all up and just give them a look over before they get them in, make sure everybody's okay.
If you need the surplus of lights, which they are the cool lights, they're
Mhm.
underneath our building. And that,
We need all those because we need more lights to dance. Yeah, so. So that's.
So will that be a Sunday project also, is to add more lights?
Yeah, I got a couple of volunteers who'll help us just light trees, not decorate trees, but light trees.
Okay.
So, see, that's why I want to go out to Public Works and see what they look like before they put them out. So that they're not tangled and we have to like mess with them then. So we can just get in there and do our thing. Some of them are good to go.
Laura North volunteered last year to have after school program fluff trees in advance if you contact her.
Okay, I will.
Because they're up for like a week before
Right.
we decorate them. So they will walk down and help with that.
Yeah, they'll only be up a few days before we do our thing, but if they could do it before, it'd be
Yeah.
great. Or even, I know they're up a little bit longer out at Public Works too. So, all right, I will contact Laura. Christmas trees. I think other than that, just to recap holiday kickoff. I had a great day. I had a lot of people through. I had people from 8:30 when I got there before coffee till like 5 o'clock when I left, just steady stream. I had a lot of people that rode the trolley just to ride the trolley with kids and came through Berman's and got a cookie, got back on the trolley. That's fine. Their moms were looking, you know. I don't know how you guys did, but I had a really great day and I had a lot of great positive feedback. I would love to get that trolley on the road a little bit more.
I have a quick question. So we pay the trolley to make the loop. In the future, if we decide where the trolley's going to stop and for some reason it can't stop there, is that the driver that doesn't want to make changes?
So I know when we had our subcommittee meeting that we were talking about the route and that it would be great if it stopped in front of the mall.
Right.
Okay. He's not going to make a U-turn and come back that way. A bus driver goes in a single route. That is the safest route. That is his choice. If we would like to in the future to accommodate the mall, then we would have to change the entire route and it would have to go backwards and we'd have to change everything.
So did we know this prior to?
I didn't know it. And she knew it. I didn't ask her. I apologize. It didn't happen,
Since the
but
trolley was
I
built.
mean, right.
Mhm.
Oh, that brings up another thing.
For the trolley to park and for people to get on
Loading
and
them.
then keep going. And so the trolley's above. That has been discussed to have it go back down Draper the other way, but he can't just turn around. So that's why it's just one loop in one direction.
It's not that he physically can't turn that
Right.
vehicle.
It needs to go one direction.
A U-turn.
Okay.
I did not know until that day that he couldn't do it when I talked to him. It's not that I didn't have the time to call you and tell you or anything else like that. I did not know.
And yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, that's fine. The whole reason we kind of wanted it to stop at the mall, in case you all don't know, we've lost our restaurant in the mall. We've now lost Vintage Kitchen in the mall. And we're down to everybody is by appointment only, except for 2 retail establishments. And which is For the Birds, Garden Gifts, and myself. And we're hanging by a thread retail wise. So for us, for holiday kickoff, it was not well at all. We did not have as many visitors in the mall itself this year as in years past. And I've had a lot of people also say that they just simply didn't know that it was holiday kickoff.
So
And that was
I
the
did
whole
it-
reasoning
so
behind.
I
why
did
stopped that.
appreciate the email that we got as a downtown business owner inviting us to participate. It was, you wrote it, right, Julian?
Yeah.
It was so well done, I thought, in my opinion, as like somebody who is just receiving it. And it invited each business to take the initiative to advertise it. And I felt like I saw that more this year than in years past, if that helps at all. Because I really felt like people were pushing it. I saw things in the windows, which I've never seen anything in the window before to advertise kickoff. You had a big thing out front, right? So I feel like individually, people pushed it a lot more than in years past. Of course, there's going to be people who don't know about it. I had customers too that just randomly decided that was the day they were going to come in and they're like, had no idea this is all going on.
Right.
But if we continue to collectively advertise these things, that's,
Right.
that's
I was
good.
even thinking maybe
Good
we could
growth.
have some sort of signage that goes across Draper Street about the holiday kickoff and the date.
The banner is probably the only
the
spot.
banner's the only
Yeah.
spot. And doesn't somebody have precedence over us right now? Yeah.
Because we
Yeah.
explored that a few years ago and we just missed the timing because somebody else, I guess it was that. Yeah.
Yeah, K-Caps has a standing.
Like certain events are every year. Unfortunately, our event is.
But we could invest if you want. I mean, we can look into investing into like the signs like we put in RPS and I put out in front of mine.
those.
Mhm, I
We
really
can
like that too. I
invest
thought you
into
guys
those
did a
if
great
the
job with those.
businesses, not all businesses want those on their windows, but we can make them available. We have to walk door to door and say, can we put this here? We're not gonna, if we say, hey, we have these, you want to come pick them up and get them, they're not gonna do it.
Right.
So it's gonna be have something that we're gonna have to push.
Yeah.
I just wanted to know, I felt like I saw more of an effort by everyone individually instead of relying on our social media chairman or marketing firm that we use.
Right.
In years past, we just relied on them. And this year, I felt like everybody really
Oh, yeah.
hopped in. So it's progress.
Or maybe
Yeah.
even add in the Della Monthly, for like the 2 months before.
And also their like lifestyle magazine, they'll publish it too, but same thing, you need a good 60 days notice. So we know the date, it doesn't change though. Maybe next year we have somebody who works on that outside marketing stuff.
Now, the only thing on that day, it's the Clovis Flea Market or whatever,
Yeah.
is what I heard. And so that is a little bit of a competition. Don't know if that matters or if that we're really marketing to a different group of people. But that is something that I did hear. The other thing is just to Penny's point about people not coming down to the mall. I mean, do we have like something we could do with a business map? Or can we partner with the chamber on something like that where we all have something that people can take and say like, oh, look, here's all the places I can go. And code it like retail this, that.
G was saying that the chamber's map is more interactive than other maps, and you can type in things like that. You can type in shopping and more things generated.
Even like for people like me, like I don't want to download another app on my phone. Please don't make me do it.
like a printout.
Yeah, it's something, I don't know. I'm just
Yeah.
thinking out loud, so it might be a terrible idea. but-
No, I think it's always nice to have something. It's just ever changing, but maybe you do it
Yeah.
for that event.
Yeah.
And your comment was, over the last 50 years I've been doing this, a lot of money has been spent on maps and identifying, and then the minute we get them printed, 2 weeks later, they go out of business. You just got to be really careful of the amount of money and effort we had that, I call it a comical map one time, and if you look at it now,
Cartoon.
half the businesses are moved or gone or, something like that. That was going to be.
Like a QR code, like we could have something in our businesses where then people could, if they were in, they're like, okay, I just, was in at, Heritage and now I want to know where else can I go to buy clothes or whatever. And there was a QR code and you could take a picture of it and it had like a little directory.
Yeah, the website does categorize our businesses, so maybe we push them to that. but it's not a map. It just
Yeah.
lists
Yeah,
everything.
something, I mean, just something,
Yeah.
because
Well,
if
maybe
you-
that's
if you've
our
never
next
been in town
year,
before, you may not
right.
know to go
You don't
into
know
the
where to
mall.
go.
You
Yeah.
may not
I
know
do
if you
some
have a
people
really
go across
beautiful
the way right
wine
there.
room.
Yeah, exactly. Especially if it's like there's a lot of people, I mean, we're downtown every day. There's a lot of people that come down once a year and they don't even realize that there's these new additions.
Oh, I have local
Yeah.
people say that all the time, like, I just don't really come downtown that
Mm-hmm.
much. So, I'm just throwing out ideas because I think we have such a beautiful downtown and, lots to offer.
Just, it needs to, if it.
The the trolley go like in a figure eight to where it can't turn around, but what if it was a figure eight to where it was going this way and then went that way and that way it would be on
Both sides of the
opposite sides
street.
of the street, but in a continuous loop.
Birdhouse, I call it a Swedish building, but bird.
It's like that.
Trying to keep with the theme here, Abigail. And then, but this time we had barricades, which were unattractive at the least. My comment was, can we go back to what happened to the birdhouses? Are they
I think
gone?
it's on us as a board to like plan the stops, the signs, right? And if we don't have anything planned, Abigail has to come up with something the day of.
Okay.
So
Maybe we purchase something that's permanent that goes into our
What happened to
beautification.
the
Yeah.
birdhouse?
Weren't they yours? Oh.
So I spoke with S&S, just like, and we're drawing up a sketch of what we would like, and I think this is rough, but rectangular, a dollar horse at the top, cut out, laser cut out at the top, and then this is a solid board, and they can either, if we get those signs, and they can slide in. So we can have the corrugated signs made. It's holiday kickoff trolley, it's ladies night out kickoff, it's whatever event we have, those corrugated signs slide into it on each side. So it'd be like, and we can have them powder coated to blue. And it was even suggested that we get like canvas bags for each one to help them be maintained for years to come. We're just in the design stages. So hopefully by next meeting, I'll have maybe even a sample to show you guys, or at least a sketch and a cost. That happened this weekend.
That's a really good idea.
Because we found an old sign. I don't know if you saw what I did. I took the barricade down and I found an old stand that I had in the back, and I put it on there and put a bow across the top of it.
Oh, that's nice.
So, but if we could have those.
The dates and then.
Right.
Or have like a committee member responsible for each sign that day. So when it's 4 o'clock or whatever time, they need to go pull it out, and then we'll collect them all following Monday or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The only other thing on getting people around town a little bit more is, we've done collective giveaways, collective where we've signed up, you know, Amanda initials when somebody comes into her house, her shop, Penny initials. And once you get all your initials next to your name, you throw it in a basket. We've given away things. That doesn't intrigue me as a shop to make sure I go to every single place. I don't know if it's, but it's something maybe the bid could look into as far as for next year's open house or holiday open house is to, you know, to encourage people, okay, oh, we need to go. Yes, we need to get down to, you know, Mercantile because they're on the list or, you know, and we've got Heritage, we've got all this. And then it's always nice to give away gift certificates to, or give away
dollars.
So they can spend the money if they're drawn anywhere they want.
The morning after Halloween is a factor too. Like I
Yeah,
think, and also rivalry game. Like everyone was up late, we're doing stuff. So I think next year, November 7th, will look so much different than the day after Halloween.
It was the day after Halloween.
I can't wait for that.
Summer Kingsburg game. There was Clovis Flea Market. There were soccer
Clovis Flea will
tournaments.
always be the same time as us
Yeah.
if we continue to do the first weekend. I do agree it
Soccer
overlaps.
tournaments.
Customer.
It's a pull.
Yeah.
And to be completely honest, the folks that go out for that day are, that generation is transitioning away from shopping like that. So it's engaging the younger generations to get them in. It's an ever evolving thing. The research.
But I happened to talk to the mayor of Clovis, who they went to the flea market deal in the morning and then came down here, had lunch and looked around a little bit.
That's
So,
fun.
you know, you can do both. I mean, it's
And
not as-
Flea's on Sunday too.
I went to Clovis Flea on Sunday.
yeah.
Go early to the flea markets.
Yeah.
They're not going to come down here early. And if they do, it was pretty dead, but it got lively later. But
Leslie, I heard you mention that, what can we do to get the trolley out more? And I'm a big fan of that idea. Is that something we're gonna do this season or
I would love to.
is that? So we can't action that today, but
No.
can we add it to next week? I mean, not next week, please, next month.
Yeah.
Next month.
The only thing is we have to book it out.
Right, so then we're almost missing the time to approve budget.
We. What day do you guys want it on the road?
Saturdays or Fridays is my obvious answer. Fridays are almost busier than Saturdays, so that's always, but whatever y'all
It
think.
depends on if there's like a home game.
True, yeah,
you know, and
football
all that
facts it.
too.
And I think that's because I'm at football on Saturdays, so that's probably.
Yes, exactly right. I know.
But,
We're very
There's
event
a lot
driven
of
in
foot
this town, which
traffic
is not a
downtown
bad
on
thing.
Fridays, I feel like, especially in the afternoons. People, lunch-ish, they're clocking out.
Are they the people that are going to ride the trolley?
I don't know.
Or
it's a good-
is it people with families and young kids? Well,
On Saturdays.
Friday afternoon, they're hopefully in school and still at work. Yeah, I'm just,
Yeah, that's a good point.
I don't even like kids, so.
Some of the businesses are closed on Saturdays, but I feel like the trolley is it's a retail push. Because that's what you're doing, is you're transporting people to go to multiple locations. So restaurants, retail.
I would vote Saturday. Yes.
That would be nice to have a trolley running.
Like, where are the other retail? So last year we didn't. I personally, sorry, this is getting loud. 8 o'clock feels like midnight now after time change. So we didn't have much foot traffic. We closed at 6. We maybe had a little 6:30 action. So we'll naturally stay open if there's people, but the 8 o'clocks didn't work for us. We just felt like more our restaurants were active, which is great. it's good. But even being next door to a restaurant, we still didn't have, and I don't know about anyone else. I haven't asked around. So I personally probably wouldn't do that again, but if everybody else wanted to, you know, we're gonna do it, so.
Together on Santa. Santa's hut open. Do we want it on Saturdays, Thursdays?
Yeah,
That's also another reason why I'm asking.
I vote Saturdays, get the trolley and Santa, put Santa on the trolley. I mean, it seems like a good idea. Saturday.
I think Saturdays, there's more potential for it to be active. on
Can't you
Saturdays.
see him on the back of the trolley? That'd be really cute. Okay.
So if we started November 30th with Santa, that would be 1, 2, 3, 4 Saturdays. Can you get Santa 4 Saturdays?
Or even like December 6th is it's already Santa Lucia.
Santa
So
Lucia.
the trolley's booked that day.
Oh, that's true.
So you're only really doing 4, right? 1, 2, 3, or 3, sorry.
So it'd be 3 Saturdays.
Yeah, we'll talk
Right.
about.
Booked for Santa
And what
Lucia.
time frame are you guys, would you like Santa's hut to be open? Into
10 to 2?
2?
Is that too long for him?
Give them a-
So you guys talk to him? Yeah. Yeah, it can, yeah, because they don't, it can run during the day because it's a night parade.
So that would be a really good day. That would be the ideal day.
Okay, so chamber reps are gonna talk to
Santa?
Santa's elves,
So we need to
find
check
out when he's
something.
available. Okay,
Exciting.
can we email through you and approve this, or we have to be in session to do this?
Session. But like I said before, you guys can call a special meeting. I know it's a bummer you have to come down here, but you know.
It'd be literally 5
We like to see you. It's not that. Don't worry.
All right, so
guys.
you guys find out what you need to find out, we'll find out what we need to find out, you find out what you need to find out,
Okay.
and then we'll call,
As long as we have.
uh-huh,
Pretty much in favor of it as a board. So even if we only have 4, it seems a collective.
mhm.
Is the trolley cost an hourly cost or per day? $6 an hour. Okay.
Mhm.
Dual runs the Friday after Thanksgiving, and then with San Lucia. Are we as an organization encouraging, would we want to encourage businesses to be open on that evening?
I vote Julianne crafts another email and invites them to stay open late.
For both of those days?
Yeah, Yule Grounds Fest. It's Black Friday is what I call it. Yeah, but
Well, you go, I guess you could get up early and go take a nap and then come hang out, right?
it's really, it's so Kingsburg. Like
Yeah.
they walk downtown, they light the tree. The epic day.
Yeah, and they don't get down to your end of town,
It's
of
Broad
that block,
Street,
they
right
stop
there,
right
yeah.
here in the middle, but um,
I believe June's having her anniversary that night too. Right, isn't it that night? Yeah, so we're gonna work it out to where Santa is here at the tree for her anniversary for that evening. And then he may go down to the hut, but he is we need to talk with him about participating for her anniversary party. And I'm gonna work out a backdrop for him.
Is Santa Lucia, we were just talking about maybe I'm asking Chamber, the merchants are in the park and the parade goes down Draper, or is it different?
No, it's-
Okay, and they tear down and then the parade goes? Is
Some
that,
merchants do, and some merchants stay.
is the parade, it doesn't go down Draper?
Yes.
It does, okay. But the merchants are on the
Sit out.
sidewalk?
The cars are removed from the street, so
Mhm.
most people sit out in the street.
Okay, I'm trying to remember. But where so the merchants are the pop-up merchants
On the sidewalk.
on the sidewalk, okay. Even if the street closes, the trolley can still go through. It's a no parking street, not a closed street, right, basically?
Yeah, and the street wouldn't be shut down till probably two. Yeah, two. To where the property can still go. That's not an, that would end the occasional lost old man. Yeah, that's a problem.
Who needs his Chinese food?
Yes.
You move. You move.
Yes. Yep.
That's what he told me. You move. Like, yes.
Should have done this in the beginning, I guess. ABC 30, Vanessa with ABC 30 reached out to me asking if you guys would be interested in doing a promo for Santa Lucia at their studio November 20th at 12:30. This is probably a good opportunity for the chamber too. I think with the last year or the year before, you two went, so maybe a big chamber joint representation showing up and talking about what's going on. That's November 20th at 12:30.
Thursday.
And so when we did it in the past, we just showed up at the studio and they sort of coached, you guys what to do. And the one over there. I don't know. Is there anything to, well, you guys can figure it out, I guess, but bid representation yourself?
Yeah,
or
whatever.
Oh, is
I don't
that-
care. You guys want to do it?
Yeah, we all said we'd go.
We'll go. It's 1 and 1.
I can ask too. I mean, maybe there's a way for
Uh-huh.
to show more people on there, but then there's just two people speaking, something like that.
Yeah. Usually you're in studio on the couch.
Right.
Usually it's 1 and 1, but I mean, you can ask her.
Okay. But nonetheless, we have up to 5 people who are willing to sit up there at least. Okay. Well, I'll get back to her on that. Also, we're doing the partnership with the Swedish Coffee Company. We're doing a holiday roast, so it's going to be holiday themed. And then also a 60th anniversary Swedish roast. So June's going to be selling them at her store. If you guys want any bags, let me know. I can get those for you.
I'm out. And I also, so y'all know, the Coffee Pot Park. I just ordered candles for Berman's that say Kingsburg Coffee Pot Park. Kingsburg Fika. So,
Nice.
there you go. You just keep pushing it. Educate. All right, anything else? Everybody has homework.
Chamber.
Chamber. Oh yeah, sorry.
Like to introduce you to our new director, Warren Nickel.
Good morning, friends. Happy to be with you. I'm Lauren Nickel. I'm a couple doors down at the Kingsburg District Chamber of Commerce. For those of you who I've met before, hi again. For brand new faces, hello for the first time. I'll do a quick little intro about me and then we can wrap this up. Spent about 15 years working in nonprofit management. I'm a grant writer, fund developer by trade. That's my joke. Thought I was going to be a high school English teacher. And now I'm doing nonprofit stuff, which is great. A little bit about me as a person. I'm married. My spouse teaches at Rayford Johnson Junior High, 7th grade science. Pray for him every day. Middle school's hard enough to live through one time, and he goes there every single day willingly. He's got our 7th grader in his class, and we have a 4th grader at Reagan. I've been working with the Chamber as a partner organization at the Fresno County Economic Development Corporation for about a year before this job opportunity came up. So excited to be here, to be a member of the BID, and to partner with the BID on future good things for our businesses in this district and beyond. Good to meet you. See you around.
Thank you. Thank you.
Anything else? Okay, we're going to adjourn, and this meeting is adjourned, yeah, on December 2nd.